Let's cut the noise. Are your jobs actually finishing on time or just getting there eventually? Because it starts small. One delay from framing, a half day lost on materials, a sub shows up late, a rain day here, a change order there. Next thing you know, what was supposed to be a 5-week job is bleeding into week 7. And you're the one paying for it in labor, overhead, and reputation. That's why we track Schedule Variance Ratio. It tells you how closely your actual job timeline matched what you planned before the margin disappears. So what is the Schedule Variance Ratio? Well, it's calculated by taking your planned duration minus your actual duration divided by your planned duration. So let me break that down. Let's say you planned 20 working days. That job actually took 24 days. So that's 20 minus 24 divided by 20, or minus 0.2, or said differently, minus 20%. So that means you ran 20% over your planned timeline. If you're not billing for that time, or worse, absorbing it, then you're not just behind schedule, you're behind profit. Let me give you a job site analogy. It's like framing a wall slower than expected. Maybe it's off by a few studs at first, but the longer it takes, the more it pushes drywall, finish, paint, inspections, all further and further back. Your entire project starts to wobble, and the longer it runs, the more money you burn. Clients don't care how hard you work. They care if you finished when you said you would, and what it cost them if you didn't. So what is a healthy schedule variance? Well, if it's 0, that means you're on target. You nailed it. If it's 0.01 to minus 0.10, that's 1 to 10% over. That's not bad, but you need to watch it. If it's minus 0.11 to minus 0.2 or 11 to 20% over, you're bleeding margin. But if it's below 20%, you've lost control of your calendar. Now, finishing early? Well, that is great if quality doesn't suffer. But finishing late, even if the job looks great, you're paying for time you didn't price. Let me give you a real contractor example. I had a commercial general contractor with 3 active projects, so all supposedly on track. But we look closer. Job A, he planned for 40 days. It actually took him 49 days. That's 22.5% variance. Job B, planned for 60 days, took 63. That's 5% variance. Job C, planned 30, took 39, minus 30% job variance. The margins all look fine on paper, but the labor overages, idle time, extended equipment rentals, and temp utilities were crushing his net profit. We built a system, weekly progress benchmarks, 2 mid-job milestone reviews. We scheduled in buffer time, but tracked it separately. We had foremen trained to report slippage before it cascaded. What was the result? Within 2 quarters, average schedule variance dropped to 6%. Overhead stabilized, client satisfaction jumped, and so did his referrals. Same team, same jobs, better control. So how can you reduce your schedule variance? Number 1, set clear, planned durations with buy-in from your project managers and your subs. If they don't believe the schedule, they won't follow it. Number 2, break jobs into weekly targets. Finish by the end of the month is just a hope. But if you say pour by Tuesday, that's a plan. Number 3, identify phase bottlenecks. Framing always slow, subs always behind. Fix the pattern. Number 4, use buffer days, but don't rely on them. That's your insurance, not your default. And number 5, measure your variance on every single job. Don't just track completion, track how long it took. So here's the final word. Schedule drift is a silent killer of construction profit. It starts small, but it snowballs fast. Every extra day the job runs is a day you're paying for trucks, labor, supervision, fuel, and delay risk. So ask yourself, are we finishing jobs on time or just dragging them across the finish line? Because in construction, if jobs run long, the money runs short.